Hello guys, Wayhaj here, and you are now watching the Party Poopers, an everlasting battle between Starboy and Pretty Girl. At the end of this video, please let me know in the comment section down below, your favorite story in this pack, who was the Party Pooper in the story you have chosen and why. So now, to our first story. Few years ago, Starboy was traveling through the mountains of South Africa. Nightfall was rapidly approaching and he had nowhere to sleep. He went up to the farmer's house and asked the farmer if he could spend the night. The farmer told him that he could sleep in the barn. As the story goes on, the farmer's daughter asked her father, "Who is that man going into the barn?" "That fellow is traveling through," said the farmer. "He needs a place to stay for the night, so I told him that he could sleep in the barn." Then the daughter said, "Perhaps he is hungry." So she prepared him a plate of food for him and then took it out to the barn. About an hour later, the daughter returned. Her clothing was untidy and there was straw in her hair. Straight up to bed she went. The farmer's wife was very observant. She then suggested that perhaps the man was thirsty. So she fetched a bottle of wine, took it out to the barn, and she too did not return for an hour. Her clothing was very untidy when she came back, her blouse buttoned incorrectly. So she also headed straight to bed. The next morning at sunrise, Starboy got up and continued on his journey, waving to the farmer as he left. So the daughter woke up and learned that Starboy was gone. She broke into tears. "How could he leave without even saying goodbye?" she cried. "We made such passionate love last night." "What?" shouted the father as he angrily ran out of the house looking for Starboy, who by now was halfway up the mountain. The farmer screamed up at him, "I'm going to get you. You had sex with my daughter." So Starboy looked back down from the mountainside, cupped his hand next to his mouth, and yelled out, "I had sex with the old lady too." So now who was the Party Pooper in this story? A. Is it Starboy? B. The farmer? C. The farmer's wife? Or D. The farmer's daughter? You let me know in the comment section down below and support your answer with a reason. So now, to our second story. So Starboy was driving around the backwoods and he sees a sign in front of an old, shanty-style house that says, "Talking dog for sale." He rings the bell and the owner appears and tells him the dog is in the backyard. So Starboy goes into the backyard and sees a nice-looking Labrador Retriever sitting there. "You talk?" he asks. "Yep," the lab replies. After Starboy recovers that the dog can talk, he asks the dog, "So, what's your story?" The lab looks up and says, "Well, I discovered that I could talk when I was pretty young. I wanted to help the government, so I told the CIA. Without any waste of time they had me jetting from country to country, sitting in rooms with spies and world leaders, because no one figured out that a dog would be eavesdropping. I was one of their most valuable spies for 8 years running. But the jetting around really tired me out, and I knew I wasn't getting any younger, so I decided to settle down. I signed up for a job at the airport to do some undercover security, wandering near suspicious characters and listening in. I uncovered some incredible dealings and was awarded a batch of medals. I got married, and had a couple of puppies, and now I'm just retired." So Starboy was very amazed. He went back in the house and asks the owner what he wants for the dog. $10, the owner replied. $10? This is an amazing dog. Why on earth are you selling him so cheap? Because the dog is a damn liar. He never did any of that. So now who was the Party Pooper in our second story? A. Was it Starboy? B. The owner? Or C. The talking dog? You let me know in the comment section down below. So now, to our third story. So this happened a few years ago. Starboy and Pretty Girl have been friends for years now. They would hang out most often and have sleepovers. Pretty Girl was kind of socially awkward, and maybe it was because she was a best friend to Starboy. They would also watch movies together, have drinks together, especially beer most of the time, and share everything with each other, fight occasionally too. Even their parents never had that idea that they would be in a relationship, but then this friendship was about to turn into something that could only be imagined in our wildest dreams. All these times they never had any feelings for each other, at least that's what parents thought, and they have never dated anyone else. A year ago, unexpectedly they started sleeping together, and they became friends with benefits. People say it's really bad to be friends with benefits with your best friend, but in their case, it did not ruin their friendship or made anything weird. Actually, they slept together, and for them it was very casual, like playing a video game together. But then last month things took a turn. Starboy went to Pretty Girl's apartment, she's hardly 2 kilometers away, to hang out as usual, and she seemed upset. Pretty Girl was pregnant. She cried looking at Starboy, apologized, but then the only thing Starboy did was to try to be a supportive friend. Starboy said that he did not blame her or anything because it was his responsibility too. So, Starboy was confused and found himself a lonely place and said that although I acted brave when I was with her, I've never slept a wink till yesterday. Thought of having a kid terrified me, she was too. We haven't told our mum and dad yet, but we're telling them tomorrow. For the last month I have been contemplating on my life till this time, about why I'm still single, why we've been sleeping together. At some point at night, I imagined a situation: some guy marries a girl he made pregnant, and suddenly I don't know why I replaced those people with us. That moment, I thought about how my life would be if we were a couple. I felt a little joy inside. I think that's how everyone feels about a person they love. I thought about all of our interactions for the last few years, and it hit me hard why others took us for a couple. I was startled and felt awkward when I realized, I have feelings for my best friend. I was really tensed. We're both strangers to romance, and I was terribly scared to tell her. So, Starboy started contacting Pretty Girl on her social media accounts, trying to put some courage into her. Starboy thought she will freak out and they would never speak to each other again, but she kept on hugging him. She couldn't even speak properly when she said she loved me all this time, 4 years. I couldn't stop shedding some tears too, even though I tried to look tough. Starboy said that she told me she was scared sick I might reject her. Pretty Girl told Starboy that she always dropped hints. I swear I did not even realize it. When I told her, she said, "You son of a bitch, I've been loving you for over 6 years." I could not even drop my jaw. So anyway, they promised each other to raise the kid together and make their relationship official and go on a date tomorrow evening. They don't even know shit about dating, but they are very optimistic about their future. Starboy also said that he doesn't know if there will be a marriage in the future, but they are confident that they will be together. Wow, a long story it was, but we are finally done. So now to the party poopers, was it Starboy or Pretty Girl? You let me know in the comment section down below. So now, to our fourth and final story in this pack. Well, out of nowhere Pretty Girl got a text from her ex's sister letting her know she's seen her social media profiles. The ex of her sister showed Pretty Girl screenshots of her posts. Since then Pretty Girl has turned off her post history so she does not think he can find it again. "I know they do this stuff to people they know," said Pretty Girl. "I didn't expect any texts though," she continued. Also, the ex and her family and friends are blocked on all social media, have been for more than a year now. I'm unsettled quite a bit by this. Pretty Girl's sister's ex is a manipulative emotional abuser, per mental health professionals. I don't know what to think of this. So now, the party poopers: A. Is it Pretty Girl? B. Her sister? Or C. Her sister's ex? You let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and please, 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 do not be a party pooper and hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button if you like this kind of content, and share the link so that others can also enjoy this content too. Please do not forget to tell me your favorite story in this pack, who was the party pooper and why. Have a nice day.